In real life, in Tyson Fury's day-to-day existence and his day-to-day interactions with people, his friends and family and strangers he meets when he's going about his day, he might be the most honest person you've ever met. He might be the most down-to-earth, salt-to-the-earth kind of guy. That's how Tyson Fury might be in real life. I don't know because I don't know him. But when it comes to the arena of boxing, when he puts on the Gypsy King persona, he turns in to one of the most manipulative and dishonest characters that there is in boxing. Again, he might not be like that in his day-to-day life, but when he's dealing with boxing and boxing politics and boxing promotion and what have you, when he turns into the Gypsy King and he's on social media and he's doing interviews with the press, he's very, very deceptive and manipulative. And an example of that is right here. He's in America at the moment, or was up until recently. And he told ESPN, Wilder can't run forever. This rematch has got to happen. That's what Tyson Fury said. Wilder can't run forever. He also says, we were very close to a rematch. We had contracts. They had contracts. We were trying to agree terms. All of a sudden, I had a massive deal. No, it wasn't all of a sudden, Tyson. As if the deal that you did with ESPN surprised you. No. ESPN came and made you an offer. You mulled it over. And you said, okay, should I take this or shouldn't I take this? You decided to take it. It's not something that surprised you that the deal was done. The offer came through. That might have been a surprise, but you had the opportunity to take it or leave it. Change the terms of the deal, do whatever you want to it. So stop acting like this deal was something that was out of your control, because that's what is implied by saying all of a sudden we had this. Come on. He says, and Deontay Wilder apparently signed a free fight deal with Showtime before I signed the ESPN deal. Totally irrelevant. Deontay Wilder did not pull out of the negotiations for the Tyson Fury rematch. Deontay Wilder was mandated by the WBC to fight the immediate rematch with Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder and his team really had no choice, but they didn't look like they were trying to get out of it in terms of going ahead with the rematch. But Fury is now trying to make out as though it was Wilder who prevented the rematch from happening. Talking about, Wilder can only run for so long. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, this guy talks so much rubbish, and this is not a diss to Tyson Fury, the fighter, because the guy can fight. Everybody should know that by now. But in terms of when he talks to the press about his rivals and various different situations with regards to doing deals for this rematch and a potential Anthony Joshua fight, he talks non-stop rubbish. Often lying through his teeth. And of course, the worst stuff that he comes out with is with regards to the whole lineal thing. Never heard a boxer talk so much rubbish than Tyson Fury when it comes to that. And why does he do it? Well, because he knows there's a hell of a lot of gullible fans out there. People who don't know better, and others who just want to believe what Tyson Fury is saying because they're fanboys of his. They put him up on a pedestal. And they'll swallow any rubbish that Tyson Fury comes out with. Real is real. And Deontay Wilder and his team were full steam ahead for the Tyson Fury rematch. The WBC mandated it, and it was going to happen. And it's only because Tyson Fury went in a different direction that it never took place. That's the only reason. Nothing to do with Wilder. Nothing to do with the WBC. Nothing to do with networks, because Tyson Fury could have delayed it. Tyson Fury could have said, okay, you're making me this deal. Well, I'm going to have to fight Wilder first. Talk to me after that. Or he could have said, okay, how much are ESPN willing to pay for me versus Wilder? And if you pay an amount which is more than Showtime are willing to pay for me versus Wilder, I'll do that on, ESPN, and I'll talk to Wilder's team, see if they're willing to do it on ESPN for this amount of money. There was leeway there. He could have approached Wilder's team and, talked about the network differences and all that kind of business because ESPN had made it. No, none of that. He just pulled out the negotiations and went in a completely different direction with no regards to what Team Wilder needed or wanted or anything. And Team Wilder were not privy to the fact that Tyson Fury was doing this deal. They had no idea. How do I know this? Because Frank Warren confirmed it. Various members of Team Fury confirmed that Wilder's team were totally in the dark. All they knew is that Tyson Fury just went silent in negotiations. His team went missing. And then after a period of silence, they pop back up and say they've got an ESPN deal. And Tyson Fury said, oh, the Wilder fight's easier to make now that we've got this ESPN deal. Another lie. Now, to be fair, the honeymoon period, the grace period that Tyson Fury was granted after the Deontay Wilder performance is definitely coming to an end. Because you go on most YouTube videos now where Tyson Fury is being interviewed and you see a whole heap of thumbs down. That weren't the case in the immediate aftermath of the Wilder-Fury fight. Fury was riding a crest of a wave. Even in the lead up to the Wilder fight, actually. And in the immediate aftermath, Tyson Fury's popularity with the public, particularly the British public, was at an all-time high. But since that time, when he's done the ESPN deal, and people have seen that this man is talking a whole heap of rubbish, there's been a lot of backlash. As there should be. It's a relief that there's been so much backlash against him, because hopefully it will force him to be more honest about things. Because when fighters can go out there and con the fans and get away with it, there's no pressure on them to make viable fights. See, certain fighters will do whatever they can get away with. Certain promoters will do whatever they can get away with. And that's what Tyson Fury is doing, of course, with Tom Schwartz. He's doing what he can get away with. But how long can he get away with it? Maybe for not very long. It all depends, actually, on AJ's performance against Ruiz. Because if AJ goes in there and looks spectacular, Ruiz comes to fight, comes out swinging, but AJ catches him and, looks good in dismantling him, then the pressure's going to be on Tyson Fury. And if Fury can't deliver a spectacular performance, then they're going to have to step up the level of opposition for Fury's next fight. They won't be able to, get away with the Tom Schwartzes anymore. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about everything I've talked about in this video. Again, this is not a diss to Tyson Fury, the fighter. He's a fantastic fighter. Tyson Fury might turn out to be the best of the bunch. I'm not saying he is, I'm not saying he isn't, but he might turn out to be. It's possible. But his Gypsy King persona that he puts on when he's talking to the media and when he's on social media, this is a very deceptive, dishonest, manipulative character that he goes into. So, it is what it is. Let me know how you feel, people. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.